Hey students, welcome to week 2, which should be starting tomorrow. I'm going to give you a quick overview, a video overview of the week, show you kind of how I navigate around. And then if you have any questions after you watch this video and you review all of the resources that are embedded in the week, just reach out and let me know. Okay, so our week, if you're watching this video, is March 18 to 24. You may be watching this in another semester because I've just re-recorded this, but know that this would be the beginning of week 2. Always start with the learning resources. Often there's a lot of information in the resources that's going to inform the work that's coming this week. So the major assignment block that you're working on is writing assignment 1 and 2. Writing assignment 1, it's the personas assignment, and is specifically and directly related to the instructions that you're going to be creating. So one of the most important things you can do is you can take a look at sample for writing assignment 1 and the sample for writing assignment 2. And if we go all the way back to the announcements, you'll notice that in the announcement, I've embedded some videos that will help you. I've already done reviews. I reviewed the sample paper for Elderly Instruments and Maryland Print House. We have those 2 samples that are embedded in the sample papers. And I have an overview of writing assignments 1 and 2. So I'm not going to actually go over them in this video, just letting you know in this short video what's due this week. But I recommend that you go back to the week 1 announcements and you take a look, because these videos will talk to you about the relationship between writing assignment 1. Like, start with writing assignment 2. I know that seems kind of counterintuitive, but writing assignment 2 is that you're creating an instructions document for a small business, not for an online mega business like Amazon or Home Depot or a restaurant like McDonald's, but something small, independent, mom and pop owned. And as you're thinking about that, you then have to think as a technical writer about all of the people that may potentially use that small, independently owned business website. And you're going to create instruction documents for that website on how to do just something pretty straightforward. The easiest way to work on this assignment is going to be maybe choosing like a cafe, like a restaurant, because there are goals. People may want to order ahead. They may want to make a reservation for 20, but they may also have pain points. They only have a gift card to pay, or they have like a food allergy, things like that. So you're creating one set of documents for all of the users who are basically doing the same thing. And so if it's a cafe, then the person is ordering some type of food, right? Or making reservations to order some type of food. So as we start to look at the week, you can see how our learning resources are going to be tied towards helping you build those documents. Resources on writing instructions, professional technical writing instructions, so all different sorts of readings that can help you. And there are additional video tutorials and writing instructions on our website. The book Technical Writing for Business People, creating rhetorically effective instruction manuals. So starting with like the imperative, if you're doing a step-by-step list, click, download, open, save, pay, that kind of thing. Working on consistency and organization. Writing assignment 2, the big instructions, is not going to have a word count. It's going to have a steps count. Writing assignment 1, where you talk about you consider 3 uniquely different users. And I'm going to challenge you to choose a non-digital native and some digital natives. A non-digital native is somebody who's much older, probably, I would say, late 50s, early 60s. And I can say this because I'm in my 50s, but somebody who did not grow up with the internet in their home. I did not get the internet until I was in college. And I actually took an electronic typewriter to college and then got a word processor. Then I got a computer my junior year. But these are the people who were used to, if they wanted to order pizza, would call the business. And now you want them to use all different sorts of websites that are not consistent, and that's why instructions are beneficial. So that's why you have all of these different resources on writing instructions. And you'll notice it's just that one page of resources. Skim them at your will, and let me know if you have questions on them. The discussions for the week are about building the first of the personas and becoming familiar with the PARC principles of proximity, alignment, repetition, and contrast. That's going to help us as you think about your instructions document and you create a pleasing design. Now, you're not expected to be graphic designers, but there's an element of alignment where your images are aligned on the page, of consistency, of making sure you're doing contrast. And so colors that pop off the page need to contrast with the background. So for example, if this was really light gray text with a white background, you wouldn't have enough contrast. And so we've got readings and discussions on both of those. And at the end of the week, you've got your personas submission that will be due. So let's take we'll take a quick look at the sample papers, and we'll take a look at the personas for elderly instruments. You'll see that there's 3 different personas. My critique of this, you can see it in those videos, but there are no non-digital natives here. I think that there's a way to do this, but please don't use AI to write this. AI tends to do a really poor job of this, and it tends to lack its humanity, and it's not showing the scope of your thought about different types of people who may want to order from a website, people who are experienced, who are technically savvy, people who may not be, or people who may be using a website for the first time. So that's my introduction to the week. You've got 2 discussions, and you've got the submission for the personas assignment. You can see a sample here. You're also going to get a chance to do those discussions where you talk to your peers about it. So if you have any questions on any of the work for the week, don't hesitate to reach out and to let me know. Note that I can do conferences and discussions, like quick office hours conferences with students on Friday. And again, the following Tuesday, I am in face-to-face classes and meetings most of the day on Mondays during the semester. Great luck to you this week.